So the beginning was I went to third-party tools. Once you log into HAR and you go to third-party tools and I access transaction desk through this way, right here, through tools, third-party tools, transaction desk.
Okay. We have to reach the transaction desk any which way.
I use transaction desk. I do not like to use dot loop.
Okay, I should use the same one then. Okay.
I believe that it's better. Yes. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to play with it first. I want you to create a test transaction. So create transaction.
Okay.
I want you to name it either the house or your customer, your client's name. So if your client's name is
Yes.
John
Any name. You can put any name. John. You just put John or something like that.
John
John is
Smith
buying this thing. Yes.
Jr. Okay. John Smith Jr. Test, because I'm just making it up.
Okay. Okay.
Template.
Uh,
Click that. If it's a lease, you're
rental
going
business.
to do a lease
This,
template, your tenant representation.
yes. And if he's a buyer, then it is going to be
Then it's
on
going
the
to
top one,
be,
huh? The
if
buyer
it's a
one.
buyer, it's going to be the top one. You got it. If it's a tenant,
Yes.
you're going to do tenant.
Okay.
If if it's a listing, you want to import the data, or if you already have. So let's pretend for just a second that you have a, a property that he is interested in or that he wants to move forward on. Let me find
Yeah.
I'm just going to find any rental property. I'm just going to find one. I'm just finding one for a test. Okay. What I need is the MLS number.
Okay.
So I'm going to copy the MLS number. I'm going to go back to transaction desk. I'm going to import the data from MLS, HAR. I'm going to put in the MLS number.
Okay.
It's going to import all the data from HAR. If I click, make sure this button is
Yes.
clicked. If it's checked,
Yes.
then you hit create and let it do its magic. Because watch, it's going to import all the information from MLS. Wait till it loads. Look, the address,
Okay.
everything. So you don't have to do all the work. Now,
Yes.
what I do here is I move from top to bottom. I like to put in my contacts first.
Okay.
So go to contacts.
Okay. Okay.
You're already going to be in there. That's me because I'm logged in under my name,
Yes.
but you need to add your client.
Yes.
Add right here.
Okay.
Create a new
Must.
contact because they're new.
Yes. New transaction contact.
So, yes, now you need to label them. They are a tenant. Their name is John,
Yes.
last name Smith, email jsmith at Yahoo, whatever their email is. You don't need to
Yes.
fill out anything more than that, as long as it's got their name and their email. You check add to address book if
Okay.
it's not already checked, and you hit save. If there's two tenants, you need to click the add button, create a new
Where
contact.
did you go for save? Where did you go for save?
So
Oh, I see it on the top. Right on the top.
yeah,
Okay.
right. Add right here. Add.
Yes.
Add a new transaction. Add
Yes.
second tenant, Mrs. John Smith. Sorry, John, last name Smith. Same email is Miss John Smith yahoo.com. And then
Okay.
click save. You always have to save.
Yes.
You're done adding your
Okay.
tenants, then you can move on to forms.
Yes.
These are all your forms that you need. Information about brokerage services,
Number one is broken service. That is just a routine. First thing is routine.
of course, but you need
Yes.
to click, you need to click it. You need to
Yes.
click and open it
Yes.
up because sometimes it's not completely finished. Like this one doesn't have my information on it. So I have to, or yours. I know my license number,
Yeah.
and of course I know my email, and of course I
Yes.
know my phone number.
Okay.
Now, once I'm done, I'm going to hit the X button, which is also saving it.
Okay.
Save. Save
Got
your
it.
work. Okay.
Yes.
The next one down is that I always work from top to bottom. Always
Yes.
work from top to bottom. That way I don't ever skip anything. The next one is the
Okay.
buyer representation agreement. So
Yes.
you need that filled out as well. It already knows my buyer's names, so they're already on there. I need to fill out their address if I have it. If I don't, that's okay. But I need at least
Okay.
a phone number and an email.
Yes.
So I'm just going to
Okay.
I'm going to pretend I know my client's phone number. The
Yes.
email's already on here. My information is already saved on here, which is good. If it
Yes.
wasn't, I'm gonna finish filling it out. Now, don't think that it's all filled out for you because it's not. So this needs to be filled out. I always do Greater Houston area as your market area. So
Okay.
you can copy that too. I'm going to send
Okay.
you this Zoom link so you can watch it again.
This
Repeat
is standard for everyone. Greater Houston area.
for every client that I have. That is correct. My term, I start it today and I usually do 6 months.
Okay.
I want my agreement to last a long time because sometimes it takes them a while. Purchases, I want 3%, so that's what it's gonna be if they decide to buy. If they lease, I want 50% of 1 month's rent. That's what we get when we do leases. We get 50% of 1 month's rent.
If it is a house purchasing, you have to write 3%
If it's a
and rent
house,
them
I want
50%.
correct, just like I got here.
Yeah.
I don't do
Okay.
retainers, so don't mess with B. I don't need to, I don't mess
Yes.
with that.
Okay.
Again, other compensation, I don't charge anything else. A protection period is 30 days is fine. Sometimes I do longer. I might do 90 days. 30 is fine. County
Mhm.
is where our broker is located, not the property. Our broker.
Okay.
Our broker is in Harris
That is
County.
okay.
Okay. Hold on just a second. Okay. Intermediary, I always check intermediary, even though you're probably not going to do an intermediary, but just in case, what if it's a United real estate
What do
property?
you mean by intermediary? What do you
Well,
mean by intermediary?
intermediary is if the property you show your tenant is a United real estate listing, even if it's my listing, it is still an
Okay.
intermediary because we have the same broker.
Okay.
Okay. Now we scroll down. I check information about brokerage services because I want them to sign that as well. And that's it for the filling it out. Now remember, save your work. Save, save, save. The next is an amendment to buyer representation. I don't need to do that right now. compensation
Yes.
agreement between brokers, you don't need that yet because you haven't even,
ताकि याद रहे दुआ मंगन में यो
you don't need the compensation
याद से
agreement.
नहीं लिया
You'll need the compensation agreement between brokers later once you find the property. This is
okay
this is the one you would actually need, agreement between brokers for residential lease, but you don't need that yet. You
a
don't need
short
the
form
inventory and
yes
you don't need the inventory form yet. Residential lease application, you don't need that yet either. Now, so the two biggest forms that we need are this one, but I always like to follow the
is this a
checklist,
short form this buyer tenant representation is a short form
and
or a long
that's the long one, and I like to use the long one. Now,
okay
I always want to utilize the checklist. So underneath forms and signings is something called documents. That gives you the checklist.
okay
Paperless pipeline requirements. So I always open up that. Let me show you one more time. Go to documents and go to paperless
okay
pipeline.
this is important
Oh, yeah.
okay
Okay. So you need to go down to residential lease transactions. And that's everything that you need right there.
yes
What did I just say? Information
okay
about brokerage services, the buyer tenant. There's an asterisk there. We don't usually need an amendment to buyer tenant. Eventually, you're going to need the residential lease, the agreement, the addendum between flood, the paint, if there it is built before 1978. This is everything you need.
okay
So right now, I'm following my checklist. There's nothing else that I need right
right now
now because you haven't found the property yet. So there's
excuse
nothing
me
else.
this paint I have to put it down yes
The what?
Uh, on on this form, the paint, I have to click that
No,
one too?
no, because you don't know, you haven't found the property yet. You don't know if it's built before 1978. The only two forms you need right now are the top two.
Yes.
That's it.
Okay.
So
Okay, got it.
I'm closing that out and I'm going back to my forms. And the only two I
Mhm.
need, because I ran my checklist, is these two forms. That's it.
Yes.
So you're gonna,
Okay.
so just like
This has-
I call it just like you're checking out at Amazon.com. You need to click the bubbles of the
Okay.
two forms that
One
you
more
want.
question. Can I take this paper also myself and ask him to sign it in certain situation where the computer is not available? I
Yes,
pick up the form and ask him to sign in before showing the apartment. Hmm?
you can. You can
Yes?
even take the residential lease
Okay.
application, which is right here. So good question. So let's do that first. Here's the residential lease application. They need to fill it out. So you're going to check it just like you're shopping at
Yes.
Amazon. Okay. And then you're going to
Yes.
go to the basket just like you would if you were on Amazon.com. You're going to click the basket.
Okay.
Now, these are all your options that you can do. You can
Okay.
have them sign it electronically. You can, I don't do copy. You can download it to your computer. You can print it. You can open up a PDF, or you can even email it to the client.
Okay.
So let's say you just want to email it to your client so that they can fill it out, print it, and fill it out. Well, then click the email,
Mhm.
and you're gonna John Smith and email jsmith@yahoo.com. And you're going to say, here is the lease application to fill out, to print and fill out. Please bring the filled out copy with you next time we meet. Thanks,
Okay.
Ryan Hygic. I send it as an
Okay.
attachment because it'll send it to him
Yes.
as a PDF.
Okay.
I'm going to actually put my
I
email
got it.
so that I can go ahead and click send and without sending it to some weird stranger. And you're going to click send, but to their
Okay.
email, not
I
to
got
me,
it.
to their
Mhm.
email. Okay, and then you can
Okay.
close. Now
Okay.
you want them to electronically sign the representation agreement and the information about brokerage services. So you're going to check information about brokerage services and the buyer's rep. You're going to go back to your basket. Remember, we're shopping at Amazon.
Okay.
The basket. Now you're going to click the pin because you want them to sign.
Yes.
Easy. Now it's going to open up an electronic DocuSign type of transaction. Okay. Now,
Okay.
remember, we work top to bottom. Over here on the right-hand side, top, signers.
Yes.
We have to add the signers. We're going to add from
Yes.
transaction because we already made our signers. We're going to
Okay.
check me and the clients
Okay.
and hit select. It automatically adds them. Sometimes you have to tell the system who they are. Buyer one is John
Yes.
Smith. It doesn't have the words tenant in this section. So just pretend tenant is buyer. Buyer two is Miss Smith.
Okay. Okay.
Buyer one is John Smith. Buyer two is Miss John Smith. Now remember, buyer is also means tenant in this situation here. Okay.
Okay.
Assign, click the bottom green button that says assign signature blocks.
Okay.
Now, I want you to click somewhere over here in this vicinity. Anywhere. Just click.
Okay.
Okay. And that
Okay.
resets it to where you can then scroll down. Boom.
Hmm.
Their initials are already on the spot it needs. Let's pretend that it wasn't in the spot it needs. You can click it and drag it over. Then
Yes.
you can click over here, the down button, and you can click John Smith, and you can drag as long as you're holding your mouse down and drop. You can drag an initial and drop. Now let's say you accidentally
Okay.
put too many. Then just click it and hit the trash can. Click it, hit the trash can.
Okay.
So
How do I know that they have signed the paper?
well, we haven't sent it yet. This is just
Oh,
loading it
okay.
to send it. Now, my
Mm.
initials are here. They're here. So we're good on
Yes.
that. Remember, we need initials at the bottom of every page. Let's
Yes.
pretend that this one was missing, Miss Smith. I'm going to go down, Miss Smith, and I'm going to take her initial. I'm going to click it, drag it, and drop it. Okay, then I'm going to keep going. That looks good. That looks good. That looks good. And the signatures look good. So now that's all I need because those are the two forms that I need for right now. So I'm going
Okay.
to hit the next button on the top right-hand corner. Next.
Okay.
I always like to do a reminder. I like to set it for at
Hmm.
least, what are we, April 27th? Okay, a month away is
Hmm.
fine. It better not take them but a few days to sign
Hmm.
it. But I automatically make it send them a reminder every 1 day because I don't want them to
Okay.
forget to sign this. So it's going to email them every day
Hmm.
until they sign it. Okay.
Okay.
And I'm going to
Yes.
hit send.
Okay.
Now let's go to my email and I'll show you. Your signature is requested. They're going to get an email just like this. Your signature is requested.
Yes.
It's
Okay.
then to sign. They're going to click, and so are you because I sent it to you have to sign it as the agent as well. Start signing.
Okay.
I'm going to accept. I'm going to hit start on the right-hand side over here. And I'm going to click each X with my mouse button. Accept. Complete.
Yes.
Done. Now, when I go back, oh man, where did I? To my transaction desk, I can hit the pin and it will show me all my transactions that have been signed. It's showing an arrow, I think, because the email I for John Smith is incorrect, which I shouldn't have sent it. Oh dear, because remember it was just a test email. Now, but if I want to fix the email, I click on it and I can actually edit the email. Edit. I'm going to avoid this because I don't know.
Hmm.
I I'm going to avoid it real quick because I don't know who that was that I sent it to. Okay. So if I want to avoid it, anyway, before I avoid it, let me show you what. So if you come over here, it says one of three completed because if you hover over it, it shows that Ryan signed it because you just watched me sign it and then they need to sign it.
Yes. Hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna pretend that they signed it. So once they signed it, it's gonna say signed, completed. Then you can click on it right here, over here on the green, right here.
Yes. Yes.
You click that and you can actually view the signed PDF right here.
Okay.
And then you
Good.
can print it out or you can save it to your computer by hitting this button. And they didn't sign it because it was a test person and it wasn't even the right email. But you get the picture. See, my signature's there because you watched me sign it.
Mhm. Okay.
I always save it to my computer, and here's how I save it. I click download. I don't know if you have an Apple, but I always go, I always save all my files under 2026
Yes.
real estate files. Create. Then I create a name for the transaction, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and then move. That saved it. Now I know who it's saved under. I can save it to paperless pipeline. Um, it saves it. So I have all my customers signed electronically so then I can save it to my computer.
Okay.
Now, again, as a reminder, and I'll send you this, we can close out of here. We want to go back to the folder, then that we can. Let me grab. We can go back to the home button. You can click on John Smith and open it back up. And then you can click forms and you can go back and send them. If you forgot to, you could send them the lease application by email or even open it up to a PDF and print it or even hit the print
Mhm.
button. So there's lots of options
Right.
to send, but every time I need a signature, I will try and get it electronically.
Mhm.
I'm going to pause the recording because I think, let me see. See, pause, stop recording.